So the latest project, which I got done yesterday, done in quotes, quote, quote, was new window channeling inside here, lined with the felt, and it's rubber and or felt and steel. And then I put new gaskets on the wing windows. It mostly went okay. It took me forever to figure out how I was going to do everything, and where the book said there'd be a screw, there was a rivet. This was riveted together, the wing window frame and the divider frame. Wasn't expecting that. So this first window took forever. The rubber went on okay. The biggest headache, and I still don't know exactly what the issue is, the wing window needs to come out. So the book says loosen this clevis, take out this bolt, turn it, and then push it down. Push it down. And what you're working on is getting it to disconnect, is getting this to disconnect. Obviously, it's not all that long, but I, for the life of me, could not get it to disconnect. So I ended up monkeying it and turning it, and I think I bent that prong, the mounting prong, but I was able to get it out, and I was able to get it back in. But then when I decided, I had done it wrong, I didn't put the rubber through, I'd put it around, yada yada, I couldn't get it off again, and I just wasn't willing to bend it. And I think that bend has caused an issue on the whole thing, where this doesn't want to come up over that lip because the glass is cantered and it needs to be down a little more. But I'm not for sure that's right, because I'm still tight here, so it can't exactly come that way. So I've loosened all the mounting. I've loosened this mounting. I've tried to shimmy it and monkey it, but no luck. I mean, we'll see over time. I might have enough gumption to try it again, but so far no luck. But the window channels are all in, lubed to the windows. The passenger door still wants to be stiff at the top. I don't know if that's because the rubber and felt are tight and it's grabbing. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, I don't know. But it's something. Hopefully it'll help diminish air noise in here. We'll see. Oh, so I'm done with the rust encapsulator, which I tried to do all over the insides of the door panels. And on the bottom sill, I did that on all of the doors. And now I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try and shoot it up here where I could not get my brush and stuff. So I can get enough light up there. I tried to sand it, but there's not much room, so I'm going to do that. Oh well, it'll hopefully slow it down a little. I mean, that's what Rust-Oleum's for, I guess, but we'll see. Just a little peace of mind. I was super excited to try and use the Eastwood heat and sound barrier coating. It's a 2-to-1 system. I used 1 quart and a half of this. I measured it. You know, if you go to their website and you watch their videos, it looks like it's going to be super cool. So I was super excited. Of course, like everything I do around here, I like to half-ass it. So my prep was, I didn't spray it with water like they say, and I didn't It wasn't 70 degrees in the shop here. It was probably 55, maybe. I don't have a temperature. It's my basement garage, so while it's attached to the house, I don't have the registers open or anything, and of course the garage door lets in a lot of cold air. So I painted for like 2 hours, maybe? No, it wasn't 2 hours. You know, I was only working with a half gallon and a half a quart, or a half gallon and a quart. And after I got done mixing it, it was pretty runny. And I'm trying to use a sponge roller. So I didn't know what to think. I didn't feel like I was getting it on very heavy. Just questions in my mind. And that's after, I had used the rust converter, and then after the rust converter, I just used Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer and primed everything that I could reach, inside, outside, all around, not outside. Just sprayed it because, I wanted to get into the areas I couldn't reach exactly with a brush. And then after that stuff, and this is over a week-long period or whatever it was, after that, then I decided, okay, I'm going to do the Eastwood. I had ordered it a long time ago because I really loved it when I saw their stuff on the website. So I used my whole half gallon, and that, after I got done, I was pretty disappointed. Not so much in the product. I take full responsibility. Like I started the video when I said, I know I was only doing it halfway, half-ass. I'm kind of joking, but I didn't hose it with water. Use their paint prep system. I was just doing it, shop grade or homeowner grade. So that night after I had done it, I spent time looking up online, like, other things I can get for insulation, sound deadening stuff. Just because but then, the next day, after it had cured out, I came down, and I got much more excited. I know I didn't do it before, but I think you can tell it's dead. It's not like sheet metal anymore. It's like something heavy's on there. I'm sure it could be better, but you know what? It really feels solid, more solid. You can tell where I didn't get it on as thick. Because the tops of the panels, they're really hard to get to with a roller. I'm trying to stick my arm up in there with a roller, trying to get it on thick. I ended up doing it 4 times on everything, the floor and the doors and the insides, what I could reach. 4 times I rolled it until I kept rolling until I was out of product, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with it. I definitely quit looking for additional stuff, because for what I'm doing here, it's an improvement, especially over that tar paper stuff they had from the factory. So that's where I'm at. Although I did see one video where people were not covering the whole panel with Dynamat or whatever, but rather this guy was using like a 2-inch strip and putting it about a foot apart. So that would add some mass to the door and maybe help remove some. But I just don't know that that's going to be much better than what I've got, or in addition to. So, and there's no way I can spend $5 or $10 and stick one door on and see if I like it or not. So probably stick with what I've got. And